Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Good job.
So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They'll roll him out right. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
This one is right down the middle. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. They run. Robinson. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. But we talk about being on schedule. I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll turn to Thompson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Jameis to throw it. The quick slant caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got it complete to Thompson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings Vikings pick up the football. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
They'll start with the option. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On second down, Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh?
They'll run here with Robinson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
On first down, it's Robinson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Play fake. Winston. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Amir Abdullah deep for Minnesota. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
A first run for the backup Abdullah. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 31. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Play action now. Cousins letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Chad Beebe that time. That'll bring up second down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, Cousins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, Winston. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Off the play fake, Winston. Throw right side of the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Again, it's Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
Yeah, from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, here's Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
And here comes Westbrook.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. A first down throw for Winston. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Winston. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jameis now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thompson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Final play of the half. Cousins trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Westbrook now on the return. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Robinson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. On play action, Winston. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Winston now from the 50. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
3rd and long for Winston.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's Logan Cook now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. To throw, Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson to target.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Cousins. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Picked up by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Lambo on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And taken right at the 35. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
On the slant, this is Chark.
It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On third down, Robinson. And he is going to have a Jags first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson, and now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Now Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down Vikings.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying the power game with Ham. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll fire one deep for Westbrook.
It got his man complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 43 yards.
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield. And then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They follow up the first down 1 yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. And they will take a knee here. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Jacksonville, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa